Hello, everyone. How y'all doing today? God bless. Blessings and love uh, from God to you, from me to you. And I pray that you are blessed today, that you are in good spirits, that life is well, and that everything is going at least bearable for you. Uh, it's good that even if life is bearable, uh, that's actually a good thing because life is unbearable for a lot of people. A lot of people are in pain, they're going through some things, and they're dealing with issues and stuff like that. But we're not going to get all into that part of it right now because I want to talk about good things. I want to talk about positive things. I want to talk about building one another up and helping one another and being there for one another. And it's all about that. That's what makes the world a better place. That's what makes life bearable. Is when we can help one another, when we can show one another things, and when we can use our gifts and our talents and our skills uh, to serve other people instead of to be served. You got two mentalities. You got those that want to be served, and you got those that want to serve. Being a servant first of all, you got to humble yourself. Second of all, you got to realize that your talents and your gifts and your skill is not just for you. You can use it to help build your own self up, but in reality, God blessed you with talents, gifts, and skills so you can make this world a better place by using it to help other people. Don't be a selfish person that just use your skills, talent, and knowledge just for yourself. And I'm gonna jump off of that, and it actually leads up to my subject for today. Take time to gain knowledge. I know I talked last week on a little bit about knowledge, and this week I want to kind of carry it up a little bit more to that, talking about knowledge. This week the quote that I want to send out is take time to gain knowledge. Take time to gain knowledge. Knowledge is very important. Knowledge is probably uh, your most uh, it is the quality that you can have that nobody can take from you. I'm trying to find a vocabulary. Sometimes I get lost in how I want to express things, and some people are really good at it. I'm not, but I try to express things. But when I talk about knowledge, it's not like a material thing that people can take from you. It's not like a material thing that you can that'll get rust and go bad and tear up. Not once you have knowledge, it is truly yours. That's one of the few things that you can get that is truly yours. That's why you got some people, they are hungry for knowledge because they realize that knowledge is the one thing that nobody can take from you. They can take your house, they can take your car, they can take your clothes off your back, but they can't take what's in here, your knowledge. Because if you got something in here, you can get it all back and more if you got knowledge. So I want to express to you the importance of gaining knowledge. As much knowledge as you can. Be a knowledgeable person, but at the same time, without the ego. You got some people, they get knowledge, but along comes with it is the ego. They get ego with now. You don't see a person that's knowledgeable about everything, and because they're knowledgeable about a lot of things, they think they know everything, and can't nobody tell them nothing. Can't nobody teach them nothing. Can't nobody show them anything because when they got knowledge, it came with ego. Get knowledge without the ego. Get knowledge with humility, with the motivation of serving other people. And we live in an information age. Nobody has no excuse for not having knowledge about something. You can Google just about anything. You can go on the internet and find out about anything, research anything. Matter of fact, this morning I was just researching on my truck. It's been having some engine problems, and I found out that particular year and that particular truck was the worst year for that brand, and the complaints are almost off the chart, literally almost off the charts of the different complaints. And so, when something like that, you can either choose to sit around and sulk and be all messed up, or you can what? Gain knowledge on what to do. See, knowledge don't look back. Knowledge only looks forward. Knowledge don't be thinking about what happened. Knowledge be thinking about what can I do next? How can I fix this? How can I, move forward in this situation? That's what knowledge does. Knowledge is so important. If you're a young person out there, I'm telling you right now, I wish somebody had told me this when I was young on how important knowledge is. Knowledge. It ain't about getting the Jordans and the nice shoes and getting the girl or nothing like that. Knowledge. And see, a lot of them don't want you to have knowledge. They want you to walk around acting stupid, so they try to make you feel stupid, so you'll act stupid. When you have people, they will try to tell you stupid. You have somebody that you looked up to told you were stupid. You have a teacher that told you were stupid. You had a parent that told you you're not stupid. And if you are what they consider stupid, all it is just lack of knowledge. Once you get the knowledge, you ain't stupid no more. So take time. It takes time to gain knowledge. You got to put time and work in gaining knowledge. Knowledge just don't drop in your head. You see knowledgeable people, they took time to gain that knowledge. They researched a subject, or they researched something where you didn't know about it, and so they researched, and now they're experts on it. There's a lot of people that don't know how to do it, didn't know how to do a lot of things. They researched it and they did hands-on, and now they're experts at it. How do you think people are able to do things? All they did was gain knowledge on the subject. That's all it takes. Take time to gain knowledge. Gain knowledge. Knowledge is indispensable. It is very the most important thing you can do. It's worth more than your house. It's worth more than your car. It's worth more than your clothes. You got some people have died for just trying to get knowledge. You have some people that are constantly on a quest for knowledge. Knowledge is more important to them than any material thing they can ever get. Because like I said earlier, when you got knowledge, you can lose all your material stuff and you can get it back with more. Because you got knowledge on how to do that. You have people, they seek knowledge on real estate. They seek knowledge on how to fix a car. They seek knowledge on how to do child care. They teach knowledge on how to do health care. They seek knowledge on how to be a motivational speaker. They seek knowledge on how to be whatever they want. Anybody can be anything if they got the knowledge. Doctor, lawyer, whatever. And then what along comes with knowledge also, I want to put this in there, is passion. If you ain't passionate about something, you ain't gonna really care about knowing nothing about it. If you're passionate about something, then you are more likely, more willing to seek out knowledge about it. Find out what your passion is, and seek out knowledge. And sometimes, in many cases, you can use it and make it a career and make money doing what you love. Wow, how great is that? I like making these videos. I know I don't get many views. You can look at it. He only got 7 views. He only got 10 views. He must not really be saying nothing. Well, I'm in a sea of YouTube videos. It's an ocean of videos out there. And it's like taking, a little soda can, and just throwing it out in the ocean. How many people gonna come across that can? That doesn't mean there's nothing good in the can. It just means it's in the ocean with a lot of other videos. But I still do it because I'm not doing it to get a lot of views. I'm not doing it to get a lot of pats on the back. I do it because I love expressing myself on the things that God has shown me, and this is my way to give back on God, on what God has shown me and what God has taught me. Because I go to videos and people doing the same thing I'm doing, and actually, in many cases, doing it better. I look at their view. I do look at the views. I'm not gonna sit there and lie. I look at how many views this person got, how many likes and dislikes this video got, and I see 52K, 1 million, you know 30K, 5K, 4K, 387. I look at mine 8, 9, 12, 4. You know, and if I'm not careful, I can let that start to affect my psyche and affect my confidence. You can't let number you can't let numbers affect your confidence. Go with what you know in your heart is right. Go with what you know God has shown you. And sometimes it's in the few that is the most that has the most value. It is the rare things that have the most value. Rare cars, rare jewelry. It's the rare things that have the most value. So I'm not worried about numbers like that. But I thank God for His knowledge, and I want to say this: it is God that gives knowledge. What better place to find knowledge when God show you things? God teaches you life lessons. There's a lesson in every experience. Everything you experience, look for the lesson in that. Don't be like, oh, this bad thing happened to me, or this bad thing happened to a person, or this this negative event, whatever, or this positive event, or this good thing. I won this, I achieved this, and I did that, and then it seemed you can learn from both. When you do the right thing, learn, say, look what I did right. Okay, I did this right, and then try to figure out how I can improve on what I did right. When I do something wrong, I look at how what I did wrong and how I can change. When you do something right, improve on it. When you do something wrong, change on it. That's all you got to do. It's very simple. But I can't stress enough how important it is to gain knowledge. Let knowledge be the most important thing. Let that be the thing that you value more than your house, more than your car, even more than your relationship, because knowledge is the catalyst to help you gain those things and keep those things. And if you lose those things, knowledge shows you how to get them back. People get things, people have things, people achieve things not because they took it, not because they manipulated for it, not because they, did it in some kind of evil way. There are some people that do that because they don't have the knowledge. But the ones that do it the right way is they got knowledge on how to do it. See, like if you're a mechanic and they work on cars and you got knowledge on how to work on cars, you don't have to slide people over. You don't have to mess people over and do tricky work on a car. Your reputation will speak for itself. Your reputation of the knowledge will speak for itself. If you are a motivational speaker, or you are an inspirational speaker, you don't have to sit there and try to, talk good and be all like be this, uppity talker and all this other stuff and try to use big words. When you speak and people can sense that you are coming from the heart, and they sense that uh, really God is speaking through them to you. Like I feel like sometimes God's speaking through other people to me. And you have to use discernment with that though. See, along comes with knowledge comes discernment. You have to have discernment in every situation, in everything. You got to discern. You got to discern people. You got to discern what somebody's saying. You got to discern motive. You got to look at body language. You got to look at eye contact. You got to look at the shifty eyes. Person with shifty eyes, they can't look you in the eye. They looking everywhere else but in your eye when they talking to you. See, police interrogators, they know all this stuff. When you sit in the interrogation room and you sitting there trying to lie, that police, he know all the tricks. He know all the body language tricks. So you might well just tell the truth. But like I said, take time to gain knowledge. Knowledge is very important. Young, old, everywhere in between. You're never too young to gain knowledge. You're never too old to gain knowledge. And you got to place the highest of highest value on knowledge. Knowledge will help you in this matrix, in this reality. It'll teach you and show you. Solomon talked about it. He called it wisdom. And he referred to wisdom as her. Why does he refer to wisdom as her? Because it is the feminine side of your brain that is the creativity side of your brain that seeks after wisdom and knowledge. That's why he referred to wisdom as her. We have the duality, the masculine and the feminine. There are certain parts of your brain that has a masculine aspect to it. There's a certain part of your brain that has a feminine aspect to it. The feminine aspect of wisdom, the feminine aspect of trying to gain knowledge and be creative. And you have to understand the principle of duality. Yes, it is real. There's a lot of principles out there. Getting knowledge on principles. When he talks about the principalities, all of these, well, what are the principalities? These entities, they've learned principle, and a principle can work for good or bad. And that's why they don't want you to know the principle. They try to hide the principles from you. But you can once you learn the principles that they try to hide from you, you can use those for good. They're using them for selfish reasons. They want to keep you in the dark. They want to demonize a lot of this stuff that really shouldn't be demonized. The reason they demonize it because they don't want you to know. They don't want they can't keep it from you. So since they can't completely keep it from you, they demonize it so you will leave it alone. And you won't mess with it because you scared that it's somehow got some kind of demonization on it. When all it is principle, hermetic principle. The principle of duality, the principle of sowing and reaping, the principle of attraction. These are principles that all you got to do is use them. Gain knowledge on the principles. And then these what they call principality, what they doing is the principality takes principles and use them for evil. But you can take those same principles that are set in motion by God, which were meant to be used for good. They were set in motion by God, but they will work for good and evil. But the evil side grabbed hold to it and put it under wraps. That only them and their that people that they know is revealed to it. But you know what? It's slowly leaking out into the public. You can see it because of YouTube and internet and all this other stuff. It's slowly leaking out. It's getting on out there. So take time to gain knowledge. So you'll be a better person and use it for good. Use your knowledge for good. Use your knowledge to help people. Use your knowledge to help yourself too. But use your knowledge for good. Have a humble attitude and put God first. Have a relationship with God and use these principles for Him and for His glory and for His work. Don't use them for selfish reasons like some of these other people doing. And now, I'm gonna tell you this example. I was at AutoZone the other day, and a guy had one of those car auction cars, those old police cars that you can get for practically nothing, but they've been well taken care of. They've been well maintained. They probably got a lot of miles on them, unless they've been in some kind of police chase or something. Most of those cars are in pretty good shape, and you can get them almost dirt cheap. Because they're trying to move that inventory so they can bring in a new car. They don't allow you to keep those cars for so long and get so many miles on. But for the most part, they're still good cars. And the reason why I seen a guy had one up there AutoZone. He had the hood up. I don't know what he was doing up under the hood, but I just asked him. I said, where'd you get this car? This like one of those police auction cars. He said, my granddad got. I don't know where he got it from. My granddad got it. my brother got it. Yeah, yeah, it was my brother. Yeah, he got the car. I don't know where he got it from. That guy was withholding knowledge. He knew exactly it was his car. He knew where he got, but because he didn't want nobody else to know his little secret, he sat there and lied. He used his knowledge not to help nobody but himself. That's not why you get knowledge. Get knowledge with the right motive to help other people. So take time to gain knowledge. Take time to gain knowledge and use it for God. Use it for good. Use it for right. Amen. I pray that y'all be blessed. I pray that that y'all will continue to watch these videos and they will continue to help you. And in the end, please don't forget to gain knowledge and keep a right heart and keep a relationship with the Heavenly Father. Be blessed.